Secrets to get a girl to think about you nonstop. This will be good. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, and I've been helping men just like you become the kind of man that she can't resist. No, while not losing yourself or her. So if you're new here, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on that notification bell because YouTube will let you know, hey, she's doing one of her random live videos. Hey, she's telling you another secret about women to make your life easier. So yeah, turn on the bell so that you get those notifications. So how do you get a girl to think about you nonstop? What makes someone become just very enamored by you, very curious about you, is when you've impacted them in a way that you have made them see themselves differently. What? Absolutely. Have you ever met someone and they gave you a compliment, or they saw something in you that you've never seen in yourself? Chances are you didn't forget that person's name. You didn't forget where you were at the time that they gave you that compliment. You can still remember the exact words. Maybe you remember things that were going on in the background of that moment in time, people walking by, and that moment really stood out to you, that you can remember so many different aspects of that moment. Why? That person made an impact on you, and they really saw you, and they saw you in such a way that perhaps you didn't even see yourself. And so then what happens from there? You start thinking about that person. Wow. Who was that person? How did they see this? And then you start coming up with all these questions. Guess what? You can have that same impact on women. You see, when you're able to notice and see things about her that she's not even seen about herself, that makes her inquisitive about you. It makes her curious about you. Like, who is this person? One, it feels good, right? Anytime that someone makes us feel good, they make an impact. They leave a lasting impact on us. So one, you're making her feel good just by pointing out something that she wasn't aware of about herself. You're giving her a compliment on something that maybe most people don't even notice about her. Or maybe it's even in a detail that she's done to make herself up, like it's her nails, or it's the way that she carries herself, or it's the way that she's interacting with people, and you notice that specifically. When you do that for her, she goes, wow, that person really was paying attention. I actually feel special. I feel important. And when someone is able to touch our lives that way, it leaves a lasting impact. And so, I know a lot of guys are like, Arica, sometimes I just freeze and I don't know what to say in that kind of a moment. I want to say these things to her. I see these things. Maybe these things come to my mind, but I just freeze, or it comes to my mind. I hear a lot of guys say this. It comes to my mind. I want to say it, and then my mind just completely blanks. Or I'm just not good at paying attention to details. And I know that sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge for you guys. I created something called a Compliments Bible, which is something that guys have been asking for a long time, of just like, what do we say to women? And so this Compliments Bible is really going to help you, because I give you some liners. Now they're for everyday circumstances. Like when you have sex with a woman, what do you say? When you're meeting her for the first time. But in this specific example, when you're meeting her for the first time and you want her to think about you nonstop, or you've gone on a date with her and you want her to think about you nonstop, you want to have that impact on her. If you want to have an impact on her, guess what? You're going to need to be comfortable with saying things that you actually see, things that you appreciate, things that you value about her. So make sure that you get that Compliments Bible, because that's really going to help you. I lay out exact sentences, because so many times guys have been saying, Arica, just tell me exactly what to say. It's what I love about men. Men are so simple. It's like, just tell me exactly what to say and I will say it. And oftentimes when I've coached clients, they're like, let me write that down. That was good. So to save you all the effort so that you don't have to write all the things that I say down on YouTube, we've created this Compliments Bible so that you know exactly what to say to women to create that kind of attraction, that spark, that impact, so that when you leave her, she's going, wow, that guy really stands out to me. You know, I remember, and I've shared this story before, I remember I was on a date with a guy that I wasn't initially attracted to. Hey guys, no matter where you are in your journey with women, I've got you covered with one of my courses. So make sure that you check these courses out at aricaangelo.com. And so he gave me, we went on a date, and I just was like, it was kind of a blind date, and or it actually was a blind date. And so when I was there, I was like, oh, I just don't know if I'm really into this guy. And he was able to flip the script on me. And I was like, I don't know if this is, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't think this is going to work. But he ended up giving me the ultimate compliment, which was he saw what I was doing with my work, and he really complimented me in saying, like, you really do this from your heart. Now that's something that someone would have to take the time to really observe, watch videos to really get an idea of why I do what I do. And so when you're able to courageously say these kind of things to her, you know, most guys aren't going to say that kind of thing. Like, oh, I really love what you do. You can tell that you do it from your heart, that this means a lot to you. Most guys aren't going to be able to say those kind of things because it doesn't make them sound cool. But if you're always just trying to be cool, you don't leave a lasting impact on her. If you don't leave a lasting impact on her, then she doesn't think about you nonstop. So if you want a woman to think about you nonstop, it's the impact that you make on her that will really do that. It's not some games or gimmicks or I did this. It's not like, oh, you know, he played this game with me and now I'm enchanted forever. No, absolutely not. It's being able to say things that really speak to her heart, that really resonate with her, that make her come alive, that jolt her out of her dull reality and go, whoa, my life is bigger, my life is greater, I'm greater than I realize. If you're able to do that for her, then you're able to get her to just constantly think about you. And so make sure that you get that Compliments Bible, because that's really going to support you on the journey when you're talking to women, because it really comes up with some statements that really will land on her heart. It's things that most guys just don't ever say, and it's written by a woman, because, you know, I know ultimately what we want to hear. Because I'm a woman. That's the benefit of you guys sneaking and watching my YouTube channel, is because you're getting it straight from the horse's mouth. It's not someone who's out like testing things on women. It's like, no, I know exactly what we want to say. And so you don't have to test. You just know it's good. You can take it to the bank. So guys, I hope that that really helps you. And I hope that what you understand more than anything is that when you can leave an impact on a person, and this goes for anything, you know, like you can do this in the workforce, you can do this with family, anytime that you really want to make an impact on someone. Okay, maybe you don't want your family and people at work thinking about you nonstop, but when you really want to make an impact, it's something, if you're able to speak into something that is really important to their heart and you're able to show a different aspect of it, you're able to shine a light on it and go, hey, you do this really well. And it's something that really matters to them. You make them feel alive. You make their hearts open. And when people's hearts open, they're more inclined to want to be around you, to be with you, and to really look up and respect you. So I hope this helps you guys. Remember, as always, that you have what it takes. And that in this very moment, my darling, that you are deeply loved. Make sure that you get that Compliments Bible. And guys, I'll see you in my next video. You take care.